God bless. Senator Nelson.
Before I start, I'd just like to again thank you for your patience in bearing with me. I can tell you a little bit on our Veterans Memorial Address. During the American Revolution, North Caldwell was part of a larger geographical location known as the Hostnet area. We know that we had veterans back there, men who fought for principles and for liberty. Reverend Caldwell represents that group of citizens in 1776 in a real special way. We are here to honor him and them. Over the years since then, until the Spanish-American War in 1898, most records are not readily available. They're either buried in the books of the library or in some family Bible or testament. But we can be assured that by the time in 1898, when North Caldwell became incorporated, just before the turn of the century, that there were many brave men and women who heeded the call to duty of the United States of America, by the United States of America, in various conflicts, and who carried out service in its highest form. We are all here today to honor them. Our records are clear, so as to enable the identity of the veterans who served in the Army, Navy, and Marines during the First World War. Their names are inscribed upon this monument behind me. You might recognize a few, the Austins, the Bachs, the Baldwins, on down to Staples. We're all here to honor them today. The Second World War, a long and tragic war which saw 14 million of our citizens in the services. December 7, 1941, who can forget, until mid-August of 1945. Our town had grown since 1898 when we were incorporated, and many of its young men and women served and fought valiantly for liberty. Their names are inscribed in our township records. We are all here to honor them today. More recently, in the lifetimes of most of the people here today, our nation was engaged in two other major struggles, the Korean War and the Vietnam War. During this period, the population of North Caldwell more than doubled, and we became a more transient town rather than the old-fashioned long roots family town. Many young people, nonetheless, from North Caldwell served their country well during these trying wars, and a few unselfishly gave their supreme sacrifice for our country and for you. We are all here today to honor them. And throughout the history of the United States of America, we cannot forget the very many who were in the armed services who have helped, most importantly, to protect our nation in the times of peace, and were always ready to answer liberty's call. We are here today to honor all of them. So now we, the citizens, present to the township of North Caldwell this memorial as a symbol of honor and respect to remind future generations that freedom's right is not without cost and sacrifice, and to remind all that it is the highest honor to serve your country. Thank you. Now, I would like to read the inscription on the plaque. For that plaque, please. Unfortunately, our bronze plaque did not arrive in time. We did require this. The citizens of North Caldwell dedicate this memorial in honor and tribute to all of the veterans who have served the United States of America with faith and courage, both in peace and in war, and to those who bravely died in answer to liberty's call, 11th of November, 1986. And I also myself would like to give special tribute to somebody who couldn't be here today, Mike Caldwell, U.S. Navy. We'd like to have Tony, could you come here please for the recitation of student compositions? We ran, incidentally, before I forget, I forgot to announce that Councilman Ralph Dugan is here from Caldwell. Thank you. Could you, please?
We asked